Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. President Droupadi Murmu says development of infrastructure is key parameter for growth. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio lauds President Droupadi Murmu's deep concern to the people of Nagaland and the Northeast region. Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi says Nagaland is a land of tribes and festivals. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi says investing in India means investing in democracy and inclusiveness. Now the news in detail. President Droupadi Murmu today said development of infrastructure is a key parameter for the growth of a state. She said the active policy of the Government of India focuses on the overall development of the Northeast region. Addressing the civic reception organized by Nagaland government at a cultural hall in Kohima, President Murmu said inauguration of various projects related to education, road infrastructure and finance in the state will improve literacy and ease of living and boost tourism in the economy of the state. She said the inauguration of several roads and bridges under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana today will give a new boost to the connectivity in the region. The President also expressed happiness for inaugurating several schools and hostels for girl children, as well as laying the foundation stone for Eglavya model residential schools and launching the Smart Classrooms project. She also expressed happiness that Nagaland has made significant progress in various development parameters and congratulated all successive governments and the people of Nagaland on the occasion. As Nagaland completes 60 years of statehood, the President urged the people of the state to rededicate themselves towards the goal of a more prosperous and developed Nagaland. Acknowledging that there is a tremendous potential of tourism in Nagaland, Murmu said the Naga tribes are known for their vibrant culture and rich heritage that exemplifies the motto of unity in diversity. The President also mentioned that the Hornbill Festival has become a popular platform for capturing and showcasing the colorful and beautiful culture of the state. She emphasized that Nagaland is a land of brave warriors and said that the indomitable spirit and courage of the Naga soldiers has long been recognized as exemplary. Murmu said Nagaland has much to offer in agriculture and farm produce and added that the whole Northeast has the potential to become the organic food basket of the country. Maintaining that the literacy rate among women in the state is higher than the national average and Nagaland is the safest place for women in the country, President Murmu said this demonstrates the high respect given to the women in the Naga society. She also congratulated Pangnon Konyak on becoming the first woman to be elected to the Rajya Sabha from Nagaland and urged women of the state to come forward and get more involved in public life. The President added that if women are empowered, there is more development in society as they lead with empathy, care, and they will give a new dimension to the development journey of Nagaland. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio said President Droupadi Murmu's visit after taking the highest office in the country shows a deep concern to the people of Nagaland and Northeast region. Rio said this today while delivering a speech during the civic reception program held in honor of the President at Cultural Hall, Kohima. Lauding Droupadi Murmu for becoming the first tribal woman president of India, Rio said Nagaland, also being a tribal state, is proud to have her as the president. The chief minister said Nagas are proud of its rich culture, customs and traditional practices, which even today guide the people in everyday life. He said numerous successful developmental initiatives such as the village councils, VDPs, communitization, local area development fund have been built on the social capital and traditional strengths of the state. Rio also commended the central government for the special provision extended to Nagaland state by incorporating Article 371A in the Constitution of India, whereby the land and its resources are protected and also the traditional customs and practices of the state. The Chief Minister further exuded hope that the state will have an early settlement to the Naga political issue, which will give a boost to the Naga youth and people to contribute much more to the nation's economy. Emphasizing that ceasefire and dialogue with the Naga political groups have been continuing for 26 years, Rio sought the support of President Murmu for resolving the long-pending political imbroglio. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News On Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Governor of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, has said that Nagaland is a land of tribes, rich heritage, diverse culture, a wealth of flora and fauna, picturesque landscapes and natural resources. He said Nagaland is also known all over the country as the land of festivals. The governor stated that Naga celebrates ethnic-related traditional festivals which revolve around agriculture, as a vast majority of the population is directly dependent on agriculture. The governor was speaking at a civic reception of President Droupadi Murmu, who is on a two-day visit to Nagaland in Kohima today. On the occasion, President Murmu virtually inaugurated and laid foundation stones of several projects and institutions in Nagaland. The President is scheduled to visit the Kohima World War Cemetery in the morning tomorrow and later proceed to Kohima village to interact with village council members and self-help groups. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that post-pandemic, the world is looking at India, which offers investors a doorway to growth. Speaking virtually at the Invest Karnataka Global Investors Meet inaugural event in Bengaluru today, the Prime Minister said that investing in India means investing in democracy and inclusiveness for a better, cleaner and safer planet. Modi said the prime focus of the government is to eliminate the policy-level crisis with a rational approach. He said government has freed the investors from red tapeism and given them a red carpet of opportunities. He added that central government has taken important decisions to rationalize laws, streamline rules and regulations. Referring to the successful implementation of the National Logistics Policy and Gati Shakti Yojana, Prime Minister emphasized that India is today ready to manufacture for the world. He said instead of limiting the potential of the youth, the government is giving them an ecosystem to further explore new opportunities. The Prime Minister said government has encouraged investments in sectors that were earlier closed to private investments such as defense, drones, space and geospatial mapping. Modi said India is the destination where culture and technology both work together, from a victorious past to a vibrant present. The Union Cabinet has approved nutrient-based subsidy rates for phosphatic and potassic P&K fertilizers for Rabi season 2022-23. The new rate will be effective from 1st of last month to 31st of March next year. The Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, approved a subsidy of 51,875 crore rupees for fertilizers. This will enable smooth availability of P&K fertilizers to the farmers during Rabi season 2022-23 at subsidized prices. The decision will help the agriculture sector. The volatility in the international prices of fertilizers and raw materials has been primarily absorbed by the Union government. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. President Droupadi Murmu says development of infrastructure is key parameter for growth. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio lauds President Droupadi Murmu's deep concern to the people of Nagaland and Northeast region. Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi says Nagaland is a land of tribes and festivals. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi says investing in India means investing in democracy and inclusiveness. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.